That was a 3-2. Hey everybody, welcome to the Jackrabbits midweek game, AYL game against the Colorado Yard Dogs here in Parker. And they got us down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. We'll see how the Jackrabbits respond here in the bottom. And we got Isaiah on the mound. I'm down my usual partner, so I'm getting a little late start here. Apologies. And I need to get this out to everybody here. We still have 177 subscribers. How do I get to 200? Beating my wife to 200 subscribers. And with balls in coming down, we're going to have Isaiah on the mound. And it looks like east side behind the plate. We got Joe at first. We got Chris at second, Ricardo being absent today. Jorge at short and Gianni at third. In right, we've got Teddy. In center, we've got Jack. And in left, we've got Javon. So we're playing two Jackrabbits down today. No Kieran and no Ricardo. So we'll see how the boys respond here without having their usual second baseman or a backup or our second quarter catcher, excuse me. So Eastside's gonna have to pull the load here for the entire night behind the plate, I imagine. We have seen Jorge and others behind the plate, but we'll see how this goes. So very disappointing top of the first. The Jackrabbits went down 1-2-3. Now they will face the top of the order here for Isaiah. I think there was 62, but in the dirt. And as I mentioned, I'm a man short on the production squad tonight, so... Whoa, that went right over Isaiah's head into center field. And single for the leadoff hitter for the Yard Dogs. Yard Dogs looking at their game changer, very impressive record. They tend to win about 2 games for every one they lose. And I believe they're undefeated in the AYL up to this point. So take these Wednesday games seriously, and they looking to win here. It was a and the ball goes into center field, or sorry, to the right, second base side of the bag, not all the way into center field, and the runner will be safe. Isaiah comes set, not looking back at second. Runner doesn't go, ball's in the dirt. So we had a very wet beginning to our warm-ups. That ball is outside. raining here in Parker about an hour before the game. Has stopped, sun coming out, but now there's a cold wind. Going to my app here, it's going to tell me that, ooh, that ball bounces way short. Isaiah trying to overthrow that. It's going to show me that it's 51 here at first inning. Everybody very wrapped up. I'm smart now. Really pleased. I've got hand warmers. I got a blanket. We're ready. And that ball's outside for ball 4. Runner looked like he was going off a second, but did not. So you'll see there the first 2 runners on. And Isaiah now going to have to dig down deep here, get an out. Preferably a force at third, although there's a force at any infield base here. That ball is inside. So at this point, other than the single that went up the middle, I think Isaiah has struggled to hit the strike zone. So we're not seeing Isaiah's best stuff right now. He's been much more dominant in other outings this season. That 64-mile-an-hour pitch is pretty high there. And runners stay. Next pitch. Now runner does go. Oh, throw to second, not in time. And Chris kind of wiped out there because the field is wet. Again, we get a timeout for coach to come talk to his pitcher, find out what's going on. Nothing more frustrating than when your pitcher can't find the strike zone and can't have competitive pitches. And then 22 for the Yard Dog steps in with a 1-0 count. That ball bounces short. Oh, sorry, now it's 1-0 count. I wasn't paying attention, obviously. 3-0 count. So now we got bases loaded, 2 walks, and a single. So the play is truly any base. The infield fly rule would take effect here. A fly ball on the infield, the batter would be automatically out. The runners would advance at their own risk. That ball hits number 34 on the right foot, and he goes down to first. Was that 3 or 4 consecutive left-handed batters for the Yard Dogs? Isaiah now not looking like a pitcher who's going to get out of the first inning here. This is not great. 1 run in already, and bases loaded. And ball 1. That's a pitch you get if you're around the zone. It's a pitch you don't get if you're not. That ball is high and inside, 63. So Isaiah bringing plenty of speed, but accuracy is failing him today. That ball's in the dirt. Good stop by Isai on Isaiah's 61-mile-an-hour pitch. And say the dirt, but we have... Oh, we're going to have a timeout here. Looks like number 10 has something in his eye. Yeah, we got, we're playing on turf. I was just going to talk about that turf. So we've got the turf here, no dirt. The turf has that sort of fake rubber pellets in it. I don't know if that's a thing or what's going on, but it looks like the young gentleman here, number 10, definitely has something in his eye, and it's quite bothersome. And coach for the Yard Dogs wisely tells him to take a timeout, go get that figured out. You can't possibly hit if you can't see. So here, let me take down the. I don't think the kid's in a lot of pain, so I'll just take down the picture in picture there, the third base runner on third base, so you can kind of see what's going on. And it looks like they're going to get some water, try to flush it out. I don't know if number 10 has contacts. He's got his finger in his eye, like he's a boy who's very used to contacts. This for my son, he'd be freaking out about touching anything. So. And little pellets of rain now are hitting me, while we also have quite a bit of sun. Looks like we might have a conversation about maybe a pinch runner or something. Looks like some jokes and giggles were had by the coach. Number 10 literally shaking it off there, as you can see, and looks like he's getting ready to see Isaiah's next pitch. So hopefully that reset for Isaiah with a 3-ball count here will allow him to come back in and bring a strike. And that ball's in the dirt, and we will see ball 4, and everybody will advance 80 feet, and another run in for the Yard Dogs. And that'll be it for Isaiah. By my count, we had 5 batters, maybe 6 batters and 2 runs. So Isaiah will depart, and we will see Joe take the mound, and Aaron will take first base, where Joe was previously anchoring. And we'll have a little bit of a timeout here. I'm going to mute myself and get a drink of water while Joe has his warm-up pitches. Joe sends his infielders back to their position. He steps in. The fresh count to the batter, but bases loaded. His first pitch is 56 and high. Joe looking for the sign, taking a while to get it. Now he's got it. Oh, and we got a call on a balk. So everybody's going to advance 80 feet. It was like a sweeping motion. Looked like was Joe had some sort of sweeping motion that came set and then kind of leaned forward towards home. So kind of a bouncing action, if you would. Coach now confirming that Joe understands what happened. Joe not really registering it. So I'm from the field coming in to talk about it. So Joe could go off the windup here. The batters aren't really nobody's going to steal anywhere. So not a lot of enthusiasm. Jackrabbits with their 1-2-3 top of the first, then on a very lackluster bottom of the first here. So not a lot of energy from Jackrabbits. Tell me if you've seen this party before. And then I'll get away, and the runner will cross the plate. And a little bit of celebration from the Yard Dogs on their, I believe, 3rd run of the inning on 1 base hit. Runner still at 3rd. Coach telling Joe that the most important thing here right now is throw strikes. So go from the windup if you want, or go from stretch. There's a strike at 60. Pop the glove. Nicely done. Nicely done. And the next pitch, strike 58. And a little break to it, a little slide maybe, something that was breaking away from the right-handed batter anyway. And then the light rain continues to drizzle. We will play in the rain unless we see lightning. And there's a ground ball right to second. Chris bobbles it, and now he can't find it, and no play at first. And on error, the runner will score. So we don't play on turf. You've heard me complain about turf a ton. But the one thing that could happen with the rain is if the turf gets to be like an ice rink, we will we'll have to, if kids are slipping and sliding, we'll have to stop play. So runner with a big lead there. And Joe stepping off to walk him back. And there's the throw, or the pitch was outside for ball one, throw to the second base side again, and Jorge is going to run that in to his pitcher. You know, if it gets to be too windy, we're seeing a little wind here. Nobody on second base, nobody covering second base, excuse me, so big lead out there. And a foul ball off to the right. Somebody from the Yard Dawgs spectators will have to go grab that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Joe throwing in the upper 50s. That ball's outside. That ball's outside as well, 57. So Joe doing a lot of cross-body twisting. Kind of see not going straight over the top and bringing the ball right to the catcher's mitt, instead sort of falling off towards first, and thus the ball trailing away from the right-handed batter. 3-1 count now. He has no choice but to groove a fastball here. He does not. Repeats the previous ball for ball 4. Now we have runners on first and second. So here we still are in the bottom of the first. At a 5:30 start time. Jackrabbits are the visiting team. At our 7:30 game, we'll flip around and be the home team. Again, Yard Dawgs, the very impressive record on Game Changer. Unfortunately, they've scored most of their runs here. Beautiful pitch at 59, awful base on balls and an error. So. Really been a defensive issue for the Jackrabbits in the bottom of the first here. Defensive and pitching, excuse me. That ball is outside at 55. Joe steps off, walks the runner back to second. Quite a cold breeze blowing across the ball field here. Ball low, 57. So in addition to being turf, which I don't like, you'll see that Joe is literally pitching uphill. This is not a flat field. It is graded to drain towards the outfield, just 360 to dead center and 350 down the lines. So the pitcher pitches uphill here. Now, both teams have to. So it's not just one or the other, but it's certainly an additional struggle for the pitchers. And then, of course, any ground ball that gets into the outfield is going to have gravity on its side, taking the ball all the way to the fence, and the turf is definitely going to move the ball quicker than our kids are used to on natural grass. And there's a pop-up straight back. That one is going to go where no one's going to retrieve it, I don't think. Someone probably does, probably need to. So we got 3 balls, 2 strikes, and runners on first and second, and nobody down. So still looking for that first out of the inning. And that ball is corked into left field. Javon will pick it up, and he'll throw it offline. Oh, we're throwing out to second. We're going to throw the ball into the outfield where there's nobody backing up. And now we got Keystone Cops here. Runner at first on whatever the heck that was. Nice single, and then no cutoff, nobody ready for throws. We're getting a timeout. Coach here is going to have a strong conversation with his Jackrabbits. I bet if he could grab the outfielders, he would grab the outfielders. But whatever he's doing now, this is embarrassing baseball. This is like we played, I think, the last Wednesday, the first game as well. Boys just not coming to play on these Wednesday games. It's unfortunate because it's a really good chance for the boys to play and practice their, chance to play maybe a different position or play, show coaches that they're ready to play. So a lot of cold dads mostly at the ballpark tonight. So shout out to all the moms who are home doing the mom things. And on this Wednesday evening, most of us Jackrabbits don't get home till 10 or 11, depending on how late that second game goes. So understand there's lots of things that keep you home, and you don't want to be out here in the cold. That ball is outside, 58. And Joe's going to come set on the pitch. Swing and a miss. The throw down to second is on the second base side again, and the runner will slide in safely head first. So another left-handed batter for the Yard Dogs. They must go fishing for him early. Have so many left-handers. Joe now stepping off because Jorge had slid in between the runner and second base. Runner on second does not appear to be scared. We have another balk on Joe, who did the same motion of kind of coming set and swinging the hands. He's got to come set and stay there. So runner now moves to third. So another free base. We're giving out free bases like the Tooth Fairy gives out money for teeth here. We just, you get one and you get one and you get one. That ball is popped into short center and it will drop. No one's able to come up with it. The runner will score. And another timely single. So we've got the outfield playing back because of the horrible, no good, very good turf. And you don't want to let the ball get past you, kind of a no doubles, no home runs attitude, but in that case that hurt us. Second single in a row that's dropped in front of our outfielders. In steps the next Yard Dog. With that runner on first. No down. And we got a timeout here because we've got the pitcher warming up down the line. Same pitcher we had. I guess he thinks it's been too long and his arm's cold, I suppose. Joe's pitch. Swing and foul straight back off the concrete. There'll be a little self-service there for Joe. Pick that up. That ball's high and away. Don't have much to say this Wednesday as the Jackrabbits are just struggling here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 56-mile-an-hour pitch. Right at the letters. So a good, well-placed fastball from Joe. 3-2 count now. Only the second full count we've seen all inning. Runner on first with a nice big lead. He'll probably be going. We got a timeout for ball on the field from the other field. That was Joe's reaction there. It looked like it was kind of coming to him. It died early, but he was a little worried. I think that it was coming his direction. And the next pitch is a ground ball to the shortstop. Slides and picks it up and throws it to second. And they got him out at second on the force. So good heads-up play by Jorge, who had the slide there. You'll see the runner safely at first on the fielder's choice. And the first out of the inning, ladies and gentlemen. It only took us exactly 30 minutes. Well, we batted. We had 3 up, 3 down. But 30 minutes into this game, we have our first out registered by the Jackrabbits. The Yard Dogs, I believe, have now batted around. I think this is 22 who I think led off. And that ball is corked into Teddy. Teddy does not get there, and the ball is foul down the right field line. The ball kept sailing away from the right fielder there. So number 2, I guess maybe 2 was the number 1 hitter. All right, so number 2 way ahead on Joe's fastball. So Joe has a couple options here. Change up, get them swinging early, or throw maybe a breaking pitch. He does. He throws a breaking pitch at 53, but it breaks in towards the left-handed batter. So whereas a right-handed batter breaks away, makes it harder to hit, actually breaks into the zone more for a left-hander. So that's the one pitch you can probably throw. You probably can't throw that one again, because he'll, if he does it again, he'll almost certainly be able to pull it down the right field line. So you look maybe at a fastball here. I'm not sure what that was, but it came right back to me. The runner will easily take second on the pass ball. So now the runner on second, big lead. Jorge sliding in behind. We got it running through the signs again. So in theory, Joe has 4 pitches, including a knuckleball, which means that he's got. Oh, that ball gets past Javon. That because of the turf and the downhill, that will be probably a triple, but ends up being just a double, and the runner from second will score there. So. Slicing line drive into left field, and that will score another. The Jackrabbits already down 9-0. And that ball is going to get away. The runner will take third pretty easily. We're getting tired out there. You can see the droopy shoulders from our infielders here. At this rate, we will play 2 innings. Hopefully this isn't the rate of the ball game, but this is the rate we're going. And Joe's thrown enough strikes and been around the zone enough, getting enough contact that he's certainly keeping his right to stay on the mound, but it's not getting any easier here to get any outs. Swing and a miss. Number 1 really wanted that one. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Number 1 of the Yard Dogs. And there's that curveball again. Nice, 56. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Number 1 really likes the curve, so no reason for Joe not to go back to it. He has got an extra pitch here at a 2-2 count. And number 1 has shown a desire to swing, so let's see what we get here. We get, it looked like maybe the knuckle on the inside part of the box there. Now with a 3-2 count, Joe can't mess around. What's he doing here? He's now decided he's going to go off the windup for the second pitch in a row. And yard Dawgs yelling while Joe's in the windup. Causes ball 4. All right, so we got, here's 22. So now we have batted around, excuse me. All right, here we go. 22 now with runners at first and third, one down, and 9 runs in for the yard Dawgs. Joe steps off and looks at first. Number 1 measuring out quite a large lead there. He's going to go, unsurprised. Strike 1. And we'll get the next pitch here. Strike 2. That was a curveball, broke back over the plate there. I think 22 gave up on that for being a little high, but it broke down and in. So now Joe really in the batter's box here. 22 choking up a bunch on the bat. Looking for some fast hands. Swing and a miss, the ball in the dirt. And they throw the ball down to first and into the outfield. And that'll be 1 run in at least. Play at second. That ball is going to get past the second baseman, and we're going to just hold everybody at third. Yard Dawgs could have ran up the score there. Instead, chose to sportsmanlike to just not punish us too much for throwing the ball silly-nilly, Willie. So that was the second out of the inning, but not able to convert it on a dropped ball. I don't know if Isai actually dropped that ball, but threw down to first. Was unable to get him on the overthrow, and then Teddy threw the ball into left field there. I think it actually might have hit the runner. There's the curveball. Really the only thing working for Joe tonight is that curveball 56. That one was high, though. And the next pitch. That ball's popped straight up. I got it. It's going to hit me. Oh, hits the fence. And now Joe's got a 1-1 count here. Runner on second with a giant lead. Joe stepping off the rubber there, doing something with his cleats. And we got a play ball from the ump, so we're going to play ball. Joe doing a lot of worrying about runners when they can't go anywhere. Stepped off and made a fake throw to third. That ball was a curveball again, high, 56. But I like what we're doing. Throwing the one pitch that can make a difference here, or consistently make a strike. Javon pulled for... looks like Isaiah now in left, so Javon will probably be warming up here for the second inning. That ball is high, didn't have the break on it. 3-1 now. Empty space at first if we want to put 34 on. But Joe not working with any pace here now. He's kind of out of rhythm. So let's see if we can get that rhythm back. That's I think that was supposed to be the curve. Did not have the curve to it. Bases loaded, 10-0, 1 down. Jackrabbits just absolutely hurting here. We're going to get a time for Coach Paul to come say hello to Joe, who after a couple of base on balls is going to be on a short leash here, I think. All right, where to go? And we're going to get Jorge in, it looks like, for Joe now. So that's the end of that, the night for Joe, who managed to get a third of an inning under his belt. However, gave up quite a few runs and will own all the runners on base. hopefully Jorge, who is a shortstop who pitches to contact, will be able to get himself a bunch of contact and a bunch of ground ball outs. So Jorge generally has no trouble throwing strikes. I say that as he bounces the first pitch up. Jorge throws mid-50s generally. Again, pitch to contact, try to make your defense make a play. Now that's a big, tall ask this evening. We are now called to hustle back. I want to get gameplay here. Umpire very ready to get this inning over with, as is literally the all of creation. Field up now, hustling back to his position. And we'll see the first pitch from Jorge here with bases loaded and only one down. The middle infielders there, I don't know why they're holding on the runner at second. It makes huge gaps in the field. They just need to be, runner at second can't go anywhere. So their goal for Joe, for example, rather than being on second base, which leaves the entire right side wide open, he needs to be worried about a ground ball. To the person who just texted, are we going to get run ruled in the first inning? I have sad news for you. We will definitely not get run ruled in the first inning, as there's no such thing as a run rule in the first inning. And there's a ground ball to second, and Joe's going to pick it up, and Joe's going to throw that ball away, and we're just going to let everybody play whenever. So we got a time here. We're going to switch up Joe back to first, Aaron to second. So we had a mismatch on positions there, and well, there you go. So I'd agree, Great Uncle Ron, that the only bright side to this broadcast tonight is that it's got a good quality picture and no glare because the sun's behind us. So we'll take it. But we are 45 minutes in this game with one out in the bottom of the first. And at this point, Yard Dogs are only moving 80 feet at a time, one base at a time, out of respect for us and general good sportsmanship. So we should definitely be down by a bunch more. Jorge there with a beautiful strike. And a pop up straight back. And that ball is going to go into the street. Someone will have to go get it. So 2 strikes, the single best count of the first inning for any Jackrabbits pitcher at this point. We had another balk. Everybody go. Everybody move. Everybody go. Why not? Let's see. And Jorge will bounce that ball in. Nobody goes anywhere. There's no longer a runner on first. Sorry about that picture-in-picture. You just got second and third. So 3 hits for the inning, if my math is correct. Equal number of errors for the Jackrabbits. Strike 3 on a give me out of this inning strike. So Jorge there gets the second out of the inning. And I'm clapping for that achievement. Oh, ball in the field. And hopefully Jorge now can put one low in at the knees, and then it'll be a ground ball for the infield to pick up. Only plays at first. That was nice, 56 mile an hour pitch. Right there. Maybe we lulled the Yard Dogs into sleep so we'll see if 24 gets his revenge here on the next pitch, which will look just the same. And he does, and that ball is going to sneak through, but there's no play. Sorry, it doesn't sneak through. Chris does come up with it, but no play on that ball hit to deep short. Runner will score, and that gives us first and third, excuse me. So the balk really hurt there because you could have had a force at third, but now there's not. So there's a runner at first and third. The runner at first will certainly go. We'll see if Eastside throws. The runner does not go. So Yard Dogs have the steal off. And the next pitch. It's popped straight up. Nobody's calling it. Okay. Joe called it, and he grabbed it, and that's it. Mercifully, the inning ends 45 minutes into the game. So we were 3 up, 3 down. For those of you that missed the top of the first, that was 45 long minutes. When the Grim Reaper shows up, you can't even claim those back because, like, you want to be here. It's not like a bad Zoom meeting. You get to claim those back, I understand. It's like IRS tax returns. But that one, we're all going to just be on the hook for when he shows up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I like the idea of midweek games because I like the extra practice. I like kids playing. But now if we're going to play like this, what are we doing? We'd be better off standing hitting the ball off a tee. So, yeah. So not a lot of energy again. And maybe once school gets out, it'll be better.
That's what we said, like, if it was a summer league.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're rested, you're ready.
Yeah. I mean, Teddy comes home and we go to baseball. So, I mean, I think it's for everybody, right? So, yeah. But regardless, these kids do too, right? Like the Yard Dogs didn't have today off. They all go to school. Like,
Absolutely.
like there's no excuse for, what are we down, 13-0? 12-0? So yeah, no excuse. If they can play, we can play.
Yep.
Ball's in coming down. We will see in the top of the second here, Teddy, Aaron, and Chris. Teddy, who just switched out the controversial hype fire for the all-white bat of Aaron that has all the hits in it. So let's see if Teddy can convert those hits into something, get them on base. So this pitcher, number 10, pitches actually a lot like Teddy, where he throws in the mid-50s, but all around the plate. Just, right, high, low, in, out. So good placement. Doesn't blow anybody away with speed. 54 right there. Teddy was way ahead. But, good job on him to, at number 10, he's been around the plate. So like I said, 1, 2, 3, top of the first. Let's see if Teddy can do something here. That's a curve. 47 above Teddy's head. Looked like it was an attempted curve anyway. And the next pitch is outside, 54.
Be patient, Teddy. Be patient. Look out, kid. You shot front.
Teddy's got to be smart now.
Come on,
So
Teddy.
the number 10 here needs to bring a fastball most likely, and this is Teddy's count here. He's got to be swinging. He is swinging at a 50-mile-an-hour pitch, and he's way ahead.
Come on, 7.
So full count to Teddy. A little fooled here by number 10's pitching, like he did the first 3 batters. And Teddy pops that ball straight up because he just threw his hands at it. And that ball will drop foul. So Teddy lives to fight another day.
Here's a good one. Let's go, bud.
You got to put your charge in this one, buddy. Exactly. Where's my hips at? Those hips don't lie. That's what I'm talking about. That ball will drop in for a single for Teddy. And Teddy's safely at first. That was the difference between hips and not hips, ladies and gentlemen. Teddy drove that ball, had to put the juice into it. So Teddy now on first. We'll see if we have the steal on. Pitcher throwing mid-50s, Teddy's speed. It's a good combo for Teddy to make it to second safely, but only if he gets a nice big jump. And you also don't want to mess around with Aaron too much. And that ball is into the outfield, and Teddy will get second, no problem. And he's going to go to 3. And so Teddy with the single, and then takes third on the overthrow. So the bug apparently is just on the field, not necessarily one team or the other there. So Teddy now only 80 feet away from being the first run for the Jackrabbits. Aaron with the best average. That was a nice curve, 51. Most likely to pick up this RBI here. Nice big hole in the left if Aaron can put the ball through the left side. Teddy with a couple stride lead there. Aaron pops that ball straight back. Now he's in the hole a little bit. 0-2. Ooh. That hits the gazebo. That was nice and loud. So Aaron now gotta be thinking about just spraying the ball here. If he puts a ball on the ground beyond the pitcher, we will score a run. Swing and a miss, a 48 change curve. That was really nicely pitched by number 10. So again, 10 not blowing anybody away with their speed, but fooling the bejeebies out of Jackrabbits tonight. And the main difference here is he's in and around the zone. He's had 1 bad pitch to 5 batters. So we've got to be swinging, and we're not converting. Swing and a miss, a 48. That was definitely a change-up, I think. So even though he's throwing 52, a 48-mile-an-hour pitch, just slow enough to get our batters off their timing. 52 fastball.
Come on, 9.
Swing and a miss now, 0-2. So Jackrabbits batters again in the hole. So again, with only 1 down, a ball on the ground past the pitcher scores our runner. So want to focus on just doing that and getting on the base. Teddy stays off the base there on that pitch. It was a little outside. Trying to draw a throw, it looked like. We shall see. Foul ball off the catcher there. Go! Some confusion about who's picking up the on-deck ball. Sorry, the foul ball, the on-deck guy or the catcher. For the sake of time, the catcher took a pass and Isai picked up. Next pitch, in the dirt, gets past, hits off the concrete, and Teddy will stay at third. That's the wise move. probably could have made it if you had a good break, but wasn't clear that wasn't going to come flying right back to the catcher. You want the ball to kind of squirrel off into the dead zone to the left or to the right of the plate, not straight back. And that ball is outside. So Chris has now worked himself back into a count. Down 0-2. I got us at 2-2. So Chris still got to be smart. Still got to put the ball on the ground and get it past the pitcher. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 55. Catcher throws a bullet down to third. Teddy's back in time. So Isai now steps in with 2 outs. So now you got to get a single. You got to reach base safely to bring a runner in. That ball bounces. Good block by the catcher. Teddy's going to stay. He's definitely trying to draw a throw. Given the foibles and follies we've seen on the field, almost exclusively jackrabbits, but not totally. Might as well try to get him to throw the ball once. Swing and a miss. A 52-mile-an-hour pitch on the inside corner. So went away, went inside. Number 10's just a fabulous pitcher. Just pitching to the corners, pitching high, pitching low. Here's one outside. Look at that. Teddy's going to come, and he should be safe. And he is. So Jackrabbits score the first run of the game for them. Yay. And with that, the bases are now empty. And Isai now needs to get on and keep it going. 1 ball, 2 strikes, according to the umpire there. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away. And Isai, there will be a throw to first. This guy's a cannon. Isai is going to be safe on the strikeout. So we gave one away, and they just gave one away. Baseball gods are not fooling tonight. Isai on a strike 3 swinging, but gets on a pass ball. Javon will step in now. Isai with a lead at first. A step and a half or so. That ball is high. Almost a pitch out, like a modified pitch out there. It was high and away. It was in a really great spot if you thought that you were going to see a run there. They don't know as Isai's our catcher, so not our fastest. He's probably going to wait for a pass ball. That's a nice 51-mile-an-hour pitch at the knees. So, again, 10 outside, then inside, right there, knees inside. So look for maybe a low and away, but certainly an away pitch here. A swing and a ball in the dirt. Javon quickly in a hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Number 10 moving quickly here. He's feeling it, I think. And Isai's going to go, and that ball's in the dirt. And he's going to take second. So 2 down now. We got the runner on second. Javon with a shot to the right side. And that's going to score, or that's going to move everybody up. They're going to send Isai, and the ball goes to nobody, which will allow Javon to go to second. And he's coming to third? No, he's not coming to third. He's going to stay at second. And Jackrabbits, recipients of some defensive foibles by the Yard Dawgs. So I don't know what's going on with the baseball out there on the field, ladies and gentlemen. Yard Dawgs, their record says that they are a stronger team than this, but again, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's cold, maybe they're tired like we're tired, but regardless, Jackrabbits scratch a second run across and now have a runner at second with Jack in, who has 1 ball on him. And Jack with a ground ball to first, and it's going to go right to the first baseman. He's going to pick it up, calls his pitcher off, and steps on the base for the 3rd out of the inning. Jackrabbits scratch 2 across. Okay, if we hadn't given up 13 in the bottom of the 1st. So with that, we'll go to the top of the 2nd. We'll see who takes the mound. We think had Javon warming up at one point, but Jorge had already pitched the final third of that first inning, maybe 2/3 of that inning, so he may be back on the mound. We shall see. He is waddling out. If anybody waddles, it's definitely Jorge. He waddles. And he is grabbing the ball, so he will be our pitcher. Isai, having just scored, is putting on the battle gear and will be joining us in second. We'll have Joe at first, and Aaron at second, Chris at short, and Bird, Teddy in left, Jack in center, and Jabrell in right. At an hour on the nose. Ball's in coming down. Order from Isai behind the plate. His battery mate Jorge sends it to him on a ball that skips down to second base. The infield kind of whips it around. Gianni will walk it over to his pitcher. And hopefully everybody returns to their position. So everybody playing the left fielder here. Jabrell stepping back, having Aaron move to his left, our right. And a first pitch foul ball strike. Yeah, it was pretty impressive. Blue noting that the ball went kind of through the sculptural ornament at the top of the fencing. Strike two on a ball that Isai didn't quite grasp and paid for by taking that off his head.
Try the glove first, Dave. Nice block, right?
All right, so now 2 strikes only here. Jorge can do what he wants. Let's see what he does. And he serves up a fastball that will land in the gap between right and center. And that ball will roll all the way to the fence because, again, this field is downhill and it's turf. And so what should be a double will end up as a home run for number 99. So what a good smack by 99. Good job. Ran the bases hard and plates another one for the Yard Dogs. So Jorge with a 2-strike count served up a fastball down the middle. 99 punished the Jackrabbits for it. So well done. Jorge will now toe the rubber again. Again, number 6 will step in. I believe number 6 is the catcher. And that ball is hit to the right side. It's going to drop in front of Jabrell, who scoops it up and throws it into his cutoff man. And the cutoff man is just going to run it into his pitcher, keeping an eye on the runner on first. So what you're seeing here from Jorge is what you should expect. Jorge throws 2 pitches, both of them pretty straight and narrow, kind of like an arrow. One of them at 55 to 56, one at 52. And if you get that timed up, you can see what you can do, as the last 2 batters have done so. And there's 56 on the outside corner. Beautifully placed. Number 2 wouldn't have been able to do much with that, even if he made contact. So he just kind of spits on it, lets it go by. we'll see another pitch here. That ball is hit into left field. Teddy does not get a good jump on it at all, so the ball just drops. And I lost everything there for a second, but you just missed a left-handed, a shot to left field. And now the runner's at first and second. I also lost a couple of cameras. I'm not sure I'm losing my Wi-Fi here or what, but we'll do our best to keep the broadcast going. And we can throw back to second there. No real play. And Jorge with the next pitch. And it's way behind. We get a glove on it, but everybody moves up 30 feet. Sorry, not 30 feet, 80 feet. So now we got second and third. Oh, good. And my cameras have finally returned here. So the play's at first here to get the first out of the inning. And Jorge overthrows that at 58. And the catcher's going to come in and score safely. The number 6 in. Second run of the inning for the Yard Dogs. Of course, the runner on second moved up to third. So Jorge on this batter, not able to find the strike zone. And at 55, inside corner. So as I say, you can't find the strike zone. There he finds it. We got 2 balls and 1 strike. .56 outside. Isai blocks it. Sits on it like a mother hen. It doesn't help the count at all. Now 3-1. Swing and a miss. Oh, sorry, 3-2. So strikeout, first out of the inning for the Jackrabbits. I think we'll take that.
We got one down, one down. I'll just go through and grab it.
And there's a ground ball to second base. Aaron picks it up. He throws it to first for the out. And that will score the run, however. So the Jackrabbits trade a run for an out. And the third run of the inning for the Yard Dogs, giving them a very lot of runs to the Jackrabbits, not very a lot of runs. We'll get the actual score here. 16-2. Base is empty. It's a 54-mile-an-hour pitch. And I don't know if the sun's going. It's only 6:30. We're getting a little dark here. We're going to need some lights if we're going to play much longer here. That ball's popped up down the left field line. Oh, out of play, actually, down the left field line. And we'll roll into the grass. Ironically, these are turf fields, but where the spectators sit, we have concrete and grass. 56 on the outside corner, nice pitch. So Jorge in this position, first batter of the inning, and he gave up crushing single. Let's see if that ball's foul down the right field line. A lot of the dirt picked that ball, not dirt, the rubber shavings kicked up, helping it make it really easy and obvious on the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Jorge needs to keep the ball low and away. Swing and a miss, a 50-mile-an-hour changeup or curve. And with that, that ends the inning. So less damage for the Yard Dogs, done by the Yard Dogs. But still, they won the inning. So 2 innings through, and the Yard Dogs, as you can tell by the score, have won both innings handily, honestly. We go to the top of the third, 1 hour and 9 minutes into this 1 hour and 45-minute ball game. And the Jackrabbits we're down 2 today. We don't have Ricardo, we don't have Kieran. So I think we will end up flipping over the lineup at this point. We have Isaiah in the on-deck circle. Pitcher says he only has 3 pitches. So Isaiah will lead off, and then Jabrell, and then that will flip over the lineup, as I thought, to Joe. And we'll see who goes from there.
That looks good. Go, Isaiah.
Go forward. What's up, bud?
And Isaiah will step in. Isaiah, who started the game, unable to get through the first, will take ball 1 here in its first at bat. Second pitch of the at-bat forthcoming. Isaiah swings and misses, a 48-mile-an-hour pitch. Beautifully placed on the inside corner. So first pitch was high. Oh, we had the oven mitt sliding glove in the back pocket. That is a violation. No penalty per se, other than the dead ball, and he has to take it off. So 2 pitches on the inside. Look for a third pitch on the outside here. Number 10 can place his pitches, and he does. So 50 mile an hour, but again, placing it exactly where he wants it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This pitcher can do what he wants with this pitch, and he throws a 50 mile an hour pitch right down the plate, or right down the middle. Is dropped, and they get the out at first, however, to complete the strikeout. The Yard Dogs whip that ball around. What's up, buddy? Oh, getting some Gatorade. Zip it up, otherwise all the cold gets out. Come on, man. And Jabrell will step in for his first at bat of the game. Beautiful pitch, 48. So Jabrell, who has had a habit of swinging early all season, is really going to struggle with the slow pitcher. And swing and a miss, a 53-mile-an-hour pitch. So again, number 10 just placing the ball beautifully. And our kids completely flummoxed on what to do. They don't know where the ball's coming, even though they know it's coming not very hard. Swing and a miss, a ball in his eyes, and so Jabrell goes down on strikes, and Joe will step in. Joe had a strikeout in his first at bat, and he'll get his second at bat of the inning, or of the game, excuse me. Does a little check in with the man above, and let's see. Looks like he's ready to swing, and he is. That ball is corked into right center, and a beautiful, beautiful catch by the right fielder. Wow. I thought that was a home run because I was going to get past him. But Yard Dogs vanquished whatever gremlin was out there with that beautiful play there, and celebrate that kid. What a good catch. So third inning now, bottom of 3. Jackrabbits were 3 up, 3 down in the top of the third. And Javon will be taking the mound here. So Javon was slated to be the starter of Game 2. So we'll see who ends up pitching in Game 2. with Javon pitching here. So Javon worked a lot in the offseason on getting himself into pitching form. Throws hard, high 50s, low 60s. Has struggled on the mound a couple of times once he's fallen behind or kind of gotten off rhythm. So, like every pitcher ever, he's got to make sure he handles the mental game as much as the physical attributes of throwing the ball. So a call for balls in coming down. Javon with his next throw will then set things in motion. Really nice 54-mile-an-hour pitch right down the middle there. A lot of shenanigans in throwing that ball around. So we'll see Jabrell at first. Aaron still at second. Jorge now will go short, and Gianni at third, Teddy in left, Jack in center, and is that either Chris or Joe in right. And the first pitch is 58 and low. To number 10, the pitcher, the opposing pitcher. Maybe that might be Isaiah in right, I apologize. It's somebody who's very tall and lanky. And a 58 ball on the inside corner, and I'm starting to get licked with a little bit of rain here.
Ready, defense.
And first pitch is a little outside. Sorry, that wasn't the first pitch, but next pitch I meant. So 3-0 now. And that ball is hit to the second baseman, who will pick it up, throw it over to first for the out. One down, one up, one down. We've not had that all day, so Javon having the best first at bat of any of the pitchers today. Nice, 58 mile an hour on the outside corner. It's number 9, so 99 thrown to number 9. Javon here just has to stay in and around the plate. The ump is rewarding anybody who's in and around the plate. He wants a good, fast game. And that ball bounces right back to the... Right. Good play, Blue, good play. I don't know if you saw that backhanded, left-handed grab by the ump there on the ball that ricocheted off the concrete. Javon will come set, pitching from the stretch even though there's nobody on. Strike on the inside corner, number 9 way up on the plate. Dances out of the way, but that was a strike. And that ball is overthrown at 59. I'm picking it up again. Two balls, two strikes is the count from the ump. Javon now got to not overthrow it, just bring a little bit of heat. The ball bounces at 58. Good stop by Isai. So Javon now working on trying to produce too much oomph. That is impacting his location. So he needs to bring it down another 2 or 3 miles an hour, so like a 55, and locate those pitches. That ball is inside. Oh, actually clipped off number 9's shoulder, so he will take first. The 24 will step in. Runner first with a giant lead. He is going. And we'll have the throw down. It's to the second base side again. So the ball tailing a lot on Isai on these throw downs. So Javon now will have to contend with a runner on second. But really Javon's job is to focus on getting outs, trying to work himself into the weekend rotation. And ball's inside, 58. Yard dog jumps out of the way there. Sporting a bunch of hair, as is all the rage with the youngins these days. So much hair popping out from underneath the bottom or back or side of the helmet. That ball is 2 inside again, 58. It was a nice pitch from Javon, but needs to move a little bit more to the first base side of the rubber since he's thrown inside here. Just his release point a little bit. Javon does look back, good on him. A lot of our pitchers don't. And that ball slides. Isai slides out to catch that ball in the dirt. So now we got a 3-0 count. Sorry, 3-1 count. My bad, 3-1. Keith, where are you? I miss you, Keith. And all of my listeners miss Keith because I don't know the score or the count. Although, Keith, you'll be pleased to know that I am doing the daisy chain thing on the battery, so we got so much battery left. One at 99%, one at 82%. Look at us go. So, and that's good because there's at least 3 hours of baseball left. So that ball skips away. Runner will take third, no problem. And it's a ball 4, so the runner will also take first. A little light drizzle now happening, starting to affect my iPad. Runner on first with the giant lead. He's going on first move. That ball is a strike on the inside corner. So now with the runner on second and third, we have a no force any longer. The only force play is at first. So a ground ball here, you got to look the runner at third back and then throw to first. So Javon just living on the inside third and outside, well, inside third of the plate and outside third of the batter's box. So Javon got to move his whole body over, I think, to get himself more centered on the plate, throw those strikes. There's one. That was nice. 58, foul ball. Now he's got 2 strikes. So
Yeah, I'm not going to run.
he's got in the 1 ball, 2 strikes now in the driver's seat. Do what he wants here. Swing and a miss. A nice outside pitch. So inside, then outside. Got 23 leaning. Looking for him to really nice placement, like we've seen with the Yard Dawgs pitcher. You don't have to overthrow. You don't have to overpower. Just move the ball around. Make batters guess. You know, Jorge's got a good speed, but he grooves the ball. It's just what he does because he's a shortstop who pitches. Javon here with an overthrow, and that ball will bounce all the way off to the side. And that's ball game on a run rule. Oh, I did not see that coming, but it is correct. That is 15 after 3. So there's that, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a no good, very bad, yucky game. Jackrabbits will be licking the wounds. Yard Dogs should be rightfully very pleased with their effort. They kicked our butts. Make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, I'd imagine, 20 minutes. I don't know what our umps are going to have to do. They don't have to change gear. We'll be back very quickly, otherwise about 20 minutes. It could be as late as 7:30, so we'll see how this goes. But make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for listening to Jackrabbits Broadcasting, and vamos liebres.